What is inspiration? It's one of these words that defies a real definition. Inspiration is something that causes a phenomenon within that raises our energy, raises our sense of strength and capacity to overcome, and it nearly always arises in context of someone else. An athlete who is able to break a record, a team that's able to come from behind and yet win the game. There's something very infectious about other people being able to overcome adversity of any kind whatsoever. And once that is out there, it affects everybody. In a spiritual sense, we learn that everything we do leaves a footprint, a signature, somewhere in the ether of space. Somewhere out there, what we do leaves an effect. There was a very famous Rebbe, the Frierdiker Rebbe, the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, and he noted that you can think and project through your thought something positive, well, about another person by simply thinking about them in a good way. And that will affect them materially and spiritually. What we think and how we emote affects people if we can focus it. And this is something very powerful. For example, it's not coincidental that when you look at the world of research, medical research, when one particular unit in one place in the world is able to make a breakthrough in some experiment and is able to be successful in some research, almost immediately another unit in another part of the world that wasn't aware of the progress of the first one makes the same breakthrough. And then there's another aspect of it. Do you remember the 4-minute mile, which was considered for a century plus to be an impossible feat? Scientists were writing how impossible it was to break the 4-minute mile, that this was an absolute limit for humanity. And you remember what happened? Bannister in England broke the 4-minute mile. And soon after, several others broke it, almost immediately in their footsteps, figuratively speaking. Herb Elliott, John Landy, etc. Somehow, knowing that other people can do it inspires us. And that inspiration is able to bring us to much greater heights in all fields of human endeavor. So think of our current circumstances, which aren't pleasant. We're facing this negativity in terms of insecurity of health through the virus and the like. And yet, there seems to be a complete unknown why certain people survive and other people don't survive. Now, I'm not saying that the criteria I'm going to now enunciate necessarily makes all the difference for everybody. But I know full well that people who have a joie de vivre in life and feel confidence and are inspired to go further in context of their life have a higher survival rate in all aspects of life. And I have no doubt that it carries over to this. Now, I'm not saying that we can defy the laws of nature, that we can overcome fate. But on the other hand, there is an area of free choice. And that free choice is the gift that we were given. Free choice to choose our attitudinal response. Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was able to inspire because of 2 states of overcoming. One, he overcame the Holocaust experience and was able to write credibly about it in a very positive way, not about the Holocaust being positive, God forbid, but how one can positively overcome the circumstances with one's state of mind. And then later in life, he had to fight his colleagues, the Freudians in his university, who wanted to kick him out because of his original thinking based on his logotherapy that he evolved, based on positive thinking. And of course, history has shown how correct he was. He is inspiring, and he has inspired. The Lubavitcher Rebbe inspired millions of people all around the world. You and I can inspire everyone around us. First, inspire your family. Inspire your friends. Go in concentric circles and allow your sense of inspiration to be very, very infectious. Fight the infection with a positive one. You can be inspiring. You are inspiring. Just think well of yourself, remember your strengths, and share them, especially at this time. Share yourself with us. You are inspirational.